Janet, thanks. It's been a day of changing COVID-19 policies as airports, bus companies, and other modes of public transportation announce whether they're making masks optional for travelers. This after a federal judge from Florida voided the CDC's mask mandate on public transportation, putting it on pause yesterday afternoon.
But community members are now turning to local medical experts for advice on what they should do. Western Mass News reporter Paris Dunford getting answers for our viewers. She joins us now live with the latest on that. Paris?
Chris and Jordan, that's right. We checked in with local travelers here, and they seem to be divided on the issue, mask or no mask on public transportation. They had some questions, and we brought those questions to Dr. Mark Kerouac, the president and CEO of Bay State Medical Center. Last week, the CDC announced they would be extending their mask mandate on public transportation. And on Monday, a federal judge from Florida voided that mandate, putting it on hold while the Justice Department considers appealing it. And on Tuesday, requiring masks was now up to individual businesses. Some people we spoke with were excited about the news.
I feel grateful. I have a lot of health conditions while I'm being with asthmatic, and 2 years is way too much for the government to control if we wear a mask or not.
Others, not so much.
That's where most of the germs is, on the buses, the trains, and the planes. And I don't think that they should do that.
I feel, until everything's really clear, people should still wear masks. That's my opinion.
We found mask policies have changed in a number of places. If you're flying out of Bradley International Airport, you can now choose whether or not you'll wear a face covering. And while riding on Pioneer Valley Transportation Authority and Peter Pan buses, you don't have to mask up anymore either. Some travelers had questions for local health experts.
Ask the doctors, do they agree with what I'm saying? All of this came too fast with taking the mask off.
Western Mass News is getting answers. We took viewer questions to Dr. Mark Kerouac, the president and CEO of Bay State Medical Center.
I think that we ought to continue in, really any kind of crowded, poorly ventilated space where you don't know the vaccination status. So that, yes, that describes a plane or a bus.
Kerouac acknowledged that the mask mandate is no longer in place for now, but still suggests that Western Mass residents follow the original CDC guidelines and mask up if you are on public transportation. Now, we do have more updates for you. Masks are still required here at Union Station in Springfield. However, masks are no longer required on Amtrak trains. Now, those residents we checked in with earlier today had more questions for Dr. Kerouac, like what are the symptoms of the new subvariant of COVID-19? I'll have those answers and more tonight on Western Mass News at 6. For now, reporting live in Springfield, Paris Dunford for Western Mass News.
Paris, thanks for that live report. And if you have a question or something you want us to look into for you, email us at gettinganswers@westernmassnews.com. Just be sure to include your name and phone number as we work to dig deeper.